This game between the Del Norte Banana Republic and the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats promises to be an epic showdown as both teams come off crucial first wins in Leg 2 of the TAT Winter Tournament. With each victory keeping their quarterfinal hopes alive, both squads are bringing renewed energy and confidence to the court. Expect an intense high-stakes battle as both squads fight to secure their spot in the next stage. Our match at hand, it's between the Banana Republic Del Norte and the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. So good evening, everybody. The name is Cholo Pangilinan, covering alongside Coach Mark Dandan and Jess Constantino. Coach Mark, how do you do?
Good, John. Really looking forward to this match. A very important game for both these teams.
And talking about first the Del Norte Banana Republic. Again, both teams actually coming from W's. But first, let's talk about the last game of the Banana Republic where they won 90-51 against the Lions.
Oh, absolutely dominating performance here for Del Norte Banana Republic. Look at the field goal percentages, 49%, out-rebounding the Lions 47-30. And more importantly, you look at the points in the paint, 50-26, almost doubling up the Lions in that category.
And the Prince, looking like a king. Prince Cassie, 23 points, 5 dimes, 5 steals, 3 blocks on the side of the Del Norte Banana Republic.
That's a breakout game there for Prince Cassin. Something they need, especially going into the later stretches of our tournament. So Prince Cassin, again, they're looking forward for him to have another big game.
On the other side, the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats winning by 8 points again against the young Guangzhou Long Lions.
That was actually a come-from-behind victory by the Wildcats. They were down at the start of the fourth, but they had that big fourth quarter, 25-10. And you're looking at the advantage. The rebounding really stands out. 50 rebounds to 26, 18 of those of the offensive rebounds, and converting that into 15 second chance points.
From zero to hero, talking about this guy, Ray Miller Jr., almost a 20-rebound game for him.
So this is Ray Miller at his best. He's a monster underneath the boards, but he has shown his ability to really score the basketball and hit from the outside. Again, another big game is expected from Mr. Miller.
And definitely the stakes are high for this game, but that's it for now. We'll be turning it over to Jess Constantino, our courtside reporter.
Hi, Cho and Mark. Both teams came from morale-boosting wins yesterday, and they actually have the same goal today, and that is to create a winning streak to keep their hopes to make it to the next round. So let's see who will continue this winning streak as I send it over to our Coliseum announcer, Richard Tampos. Take it away.
A warm welcome to all. We got the third match of our Wednesday quadruple header, Titans Pilipinas. We got Del Norte Banana Republic versus Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. This is your TAT Winter Tournament Leg 2 here at the Alonte Sports Arena, Biñan City, Laguna. Let's make way the starting lineups first. The Del Norte Banana Republic. At guard number 2, Francis Utoy Abarcar. Forward number 3, Toba Eugene. Coming in at center number 9, Donald Tankua. Forward number 13, Coy Alves. At guard number 24, Saddam Ondevilla. The head coach is Petot Levita. Now starting for Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. Starting at guard number 24, Reggie Boy Basibas. Forward number 16, Raymond Machas. Playing center number 14, Basheru Sakor. Guard number 4, Joshua Saret. Power forward number 0, Ray Miller Jr. They will be led by John Espeleta. Officiating this ball game are crew chief A. Season with Arnold Peña Puerte and Jaime Jimenez. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the games and music.
And now looking at the starters for Banana Republic's Ondevilla, Abarcar, Tangkwa, Alves, and Toba. For the Wildcats, it's Saret, Basiba, Sakor, Miller Jr., and Matias. And again, first talking about the Del Norte Banana Republic, actually both teams have a record of 1-2 so far in leg number 2. And again, the Banana Republic, one of the newest teams in the Asian tournament, 39-point win again versus the Nickelham Lions.
Oh, that's one way to really turn the tide in your favor. Go out and get a blowout victory. Let's see if that momentum carries here tonight.
And I can probably say that they're one of the team that has a lot of talent, but it's just not necessarily translating into wins.
It's tough because especially if you're a new team, of course, it's building that chemistry. Very important, and then you're thrust into the fire immediately here in the Asian tournament.
But they do have some notable names, the likes of Donald Tangkwa, one famous import, or rather FSA during his college days, but that time it's Saddam Ondevilla, first bucket of the game.
I like Saddam Ondevilla with the no-show socks here. So old school.
Meanwhile, Miller Jr. had a monster game, almost a 20-rebound game his last outing. Meanwhile, Joshua Saret thought about the 3, but they'll turn the ball over.
Miscommunication there off that ball screen. Miller rolled too low. Saret wasn't really able to find him there.
And talking about the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats, they finished last place in leg 1, so they're determined to bounce back.
They're looking for redemption, obviously. They have their first win, looking to improve on their first leg performance. Eugene Toba using the glass. Interesting enough, Donald Tangkwa and Eugene Toba were former college teammates in a university here in the Philippines called San Beda.
So this time it's a 4-0 run for the Banana Republic. Sakor has nowhere to go, finds Matias. No good on the jump shot. And Alves gets the board.
This is a pretty big lineup here for Del Norte. You have Tangkwa, you have Toba, and Koy Alves, who's usually playing the 4, right now playing the 3 spot.
Alves at the corner finds Abarcar to the other corner. Ondevilla surveying the court, finds Donald. Tangkwa loses the handle, and possession will go to the Wildcats. Miller Jr. the crossover. Ondevilla able to intercept the lanes. And here comes Banana Republic, but Abarcar getting blocked by Matias. Outside it's Alves. He have 12 to shoot. Ondevilla. Looking at the clock, he has 8 seconds. Sizing up Saret, sends it to Toba. They attack, 3 seconds remaining. Toba, no good at that shot. The Wildcats trying to make something happen. On the other side, that's a basket.
That's a great find by Joshua Saret, finding Reggie Boy Basibas running the floor there.
Eugene Toba thought about the 3 on Ondevilla. Has it at the right wing. To the other side, Abarcar. Up top, it's Donald Tangkwa. Toba inside. Puts one up, puts one in.
That's a tough shot from Eugene Toba, going over the outstretched arms of Ray Miller.
It's 6-2, 4-point lead for Del Norte. Meanwhile, Matias. Outside pass, Saret up top, up against Saddam Ondevilla. Saret won't use the screen. Miller Jr. will fire. That is no good. Sakor gets it back. Puts one up off the glass, that's good.
Sakor there is working hard. He's been trying the first few minutes of this game. Finally gets one to go.
Meanwhile, Banana Republic trying to make something happen on offense. They go to Ondevilla. He thought about the 3. He snatches back outside to Alves. He chooses to attack. The bump. And they will lose handle. Possession now with the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. Miller Jr. has it. Uses the pick from Sakor. Attacks Donald Tangkwa. He puts one up. No good. Rebound by Toba. Ondevilla trying to direct the offense. Will give it out to Francis Abarcar. Donald has it. Outside Eugene. He will fire. No good. Out of bounds, possession will go to Del Norte. Or rather, will go to the Wildcats. Just a 2-point lead for the Banana Republic. The Wildcats has the basketball. Saret. Outside pass. Miller will attack against Toba. No good. Eugene Toba grabs the board. The big guy brings it down. Eugene Toba against Miller Jr.
That's the second time Eugene Toba's finished over Ray Miller, just using those long arms to arc that shot enough over Miller Jr.
Eugene Toba showing some point forward skills. Meanwhile, Sakor puts one up. And Donald Tankwa getting called for that foul. First team foul of the Del Norte Banana Republic in this chapter. Another look in this Eugene Toba coast-to-coast sequence for the big guy.
No, impressive handles there for a guy as tall and lanky as Eugene Toba, putting the ball on the floor and finishing over the defender.
Meanwhile, first freebie for Sacker, no good, but he seems to be happy about it. Just laughing it off.
That's a positive guy for you.
They're down by 4 though.
Sporting the tiny man bun.
So that's 1 out of 2 for him. Cuts the lead to just 3 for DBR. Saddam Ondevilla trying to find his teammates. Alves outside. They have 12 seconds to work with. Toba provides the pick. Abarkar, baseline drive. Tried to send it to Toba, but intercepted by Miller Jr. 8-5. Saret has it. Drop pass. Good find to Matias, but unable to complete it. They keep it alive though. Sakor being swarmed. No foul call. Another try, still not falling. He gets it one more time. And finally a foul will be called.
You like the power that Sakura is playing with. Regardless of how many defenders were around him, he's just jumping up and overpowering guys in the paint.
2 freebies coming up for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. They shot near to 48% during that leg number 1 in Passi. That's good actually for the last place. But last game they shot 13 out of 22. Second one on its way. And he goes 2 out of 2. Not the best free throw shooting team, but those will help you in facing an opponent like the Del Norte Banana Republic. Ondevilla to the other side. Abarkar putting on the moves. They have 8 seconds to work with. Toba, the pick. Great defense, but that's going to be traveling violation called.
So great job by Sakura there, just holding his ground and waiting for Francis Abarkar to make a mistake.
1 point lead only for Del Norte. Miller Jr. has it. He's up against Destacamento. And they almost turned the ball. They do. They turned the ball over.
No, Ray Miller Jr. telling Destacamento, you need to seal a bit deeper there. Excuse me, that's Reggie Boy Basibas. To seal a bit deeper there.
Destacamento hands it off to Abarkar. Ondevilla thought about the 3. We'll give it to Alves instead. Yes, sir!
That's one aspect of Koy Alves' game that's really expanded, his outside shot. So he's really more known for his rebounding and his defense. Right now, getting the job done. Not there, though.
And that gives them a 4-point lead. Meanwhile, that's going to be another foul called on Tankwa. Already 13th foul of the Del Norte Banana Republic in this chapter.
And that's a problem now for Del Norte because that's the second foul of Donald Tankwa.
But seems like they will keep him right now. But looks like Alano preparing to sub in. And yes, he just does that.
Justin Alano coming in for Donald Tankwa. Shot off at 14 seconds.
So perhaps a chance for the Wildcats to make something happen without Tankwa on the floor. Saret will attack. Joshua Saret, no good at that scoop up. Destacamento the board. Sadamon de Villa. This time it's Destacamento. Inside pass to Abarcar. We almost lose it. It's back to Destacamento. To the other side, Alves will fire. That's 2 for him. And a timeout will be called by the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats, as that's brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here. Let's take a look at this guy, the big guy, Eugene Toba. Almost a double-double last outing.
Oh, indeed, an excellent field goal percentage from Eugene Toba. You see him, he likes to use that length. He has such long arms and can finish over any kind of defender there. So, and he's a weapon for the Banana Republic.
And Del Norte, 36 out of 73, 49% as a team their last game, as Joshua Saret knocks down that 3.
Nice looking quick jump shot for Joshua Saret, who's a proven scorer here.
Del Norte was 8 out of 21 from 3 last game. Safe to say they are a decent threat from downtown. Meanwhile, on De Villa, tried to give it to Alano, but that's out of bounds. Possession will stay.
Oh, the Wildcats thought they had a clean swipe there off somebody in white, but 3 seconds left to shoot here for Del Norte.
Alano hands it off on De Villa. And here goes the Wildcats. They're down by 4. Saret, one more time.
Joshua Saret, 3 points.
Oh, Joshua Saret is just one of those guys. He sees one go in, it opens up the whole basket for him.
So that will cut the lead of Del Norte to just 1. Over a minute remaining in Chapter 1. Alano finds on De Villa. On De Villa has nowhere to go. Stolen by Sakor. At the break, Sakor puts one up and puts one in. And a timeout will be called right here by the Del Norte Banana Republic, as this is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here. It's 15-14. It's a 1-point lead for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats after this coast-to-coast sequence from another big guy. This time, a big guy from the Wildcats. That is Sakor.
So impressive start here for Sakor. We saw him fighting for rebounds, finishing in the paint. This time, bringing down the ball, and might not be as smooth as other guys, but it gets the job done.
Banana Republic having this possession. We have under a minute remaining. But that's going to be a turnover from Alano. So right now, the possession are with the Wildcats. Pasqua using the pick from Miller. But Miller pops out, will receive it up top. Up against Justin Alano. Sokor, back to Miller. What a play! And Miller bringing out Thor's hammer.
Ray Miller, he's a quiet type, but when he finishes with power, looks like he's going to destroy that rim.
3-point lead for the Wildcats. Del Norte, they have 6 seconds to work with. Destacamento to the other side. They try for 3. Won't work for De Vera. Miller gets it. And that'll be it for chapter number 1. It's 17-14. 3-point lead for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. As let's take another look. Ray Miller, get up or get out of his way. And that'll be it again for chapter number 1. And we'll return. Once again, this is the Asian Tournament Winter Tournament. Back to the action right here for the start of our second chapter. It's 17-14, a 3-point gap in favor of the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. And again, both teams having a 1-2 record. Both teams coming off big-time wins. So definitely both teams determined to get another W and continue their winning ways. As we continue chapter number 2. First possession of quarter number 2, it's with the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. Sarit will fire. No good. That goes on top of the board. Out of bounds possession with the Del Norte Banana Republic.
So far, Joshua Sarit, Ray Miller Jr., and Sakura have not taken rest here. They played the whole first quarter. Now they're back in here for the second quarter.
And now we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Jess Constantino.
Sean, Mark, after yesterday's win, Del Norte coaches only have simple instructions for the guys today. First, continue their good transition game. Second, hustle on the rebound for the second chance points. And lastly, for everyone to step up and contribute. Because as per Coach Siegfried, this is already their 4th game. The adjustment period should be over. Lastly, update on John Kantimbuhan. He's actually still missing today's game. And they're only hoping that he could join them for tomorrow. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jess, for that report. And indeed, the fast breaks has been the strength of the Del Norte Banana Republic. They had 19 in their last outing. That is a plus 14 for them in that department.
And that's something they need to continue if they want the chance here to win.
Meanwhile, what a pass from De Vera to Eugene Toba.
I want to say that was with intent, but, you know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good.
And I'm sure if you ask him, he'll say that he did it on purpose. But this time, Miller Jr. is up top. Celada. Sakor trying to get free, he does. Up against Alano. Both guys going at it at the paint. But they will send it to Miller. And that's money from inside the key.
That's a trademark Ray Miller Jr. jumper at the long 2.
Alano sets the pick. Cassin. No good off the glass. Toba out of nowhere, but that's still no good. Miller Jr. running. Shifting gears. Celada for 3. Yes, sir!
Oh, what a weapon to have coming off your bench. Fresh. Adrian Celada hitting the 3 in transition.
6-point advantage for the Wildcats. Destacamento inside. Back to him. Crazy passing from them. Alano getting blocked by Miller Jr. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Pasqua up against De Vera. Miller Jr. provides the screen. Pasqua inside the paint. Sends it out. Celada. Miller Jr. wasn't aware of the pass. Toba is running, but he'll lose it. Picked up by his teammate Cassin. It's back to him. And a jam by Eugene Toba.
Not your traditional fast break there, but credit to Eugene Toba staying with the play. Despite it almost being a turnover there, results in the dunk.
And that basket cuts the lead of the Wildcats to just 4. Meanwhile, a foul will be called on the side of Del Norte. Their first team foul of this chapter number 2.
Justin Alano has a huge load to work with there underneath the paint with Sakor.
Celada, fade away 3. No good. Rebound by Cassin. Prince Cassin for 3. No good. Great hustle from Pascua, but possession will stay with Del Norte.
So far, the Banana Republic have been shooting bricks from the outside. Only 2 of 7 after that shot.
Cassin will trigger the inbound. Bothered by Celada. He finds Alano inside. Now it's outside with Destacamento. Alano provides a screen. At the corner, Prince Cassin for 3. That is short.
Well, he's cold from the bench, and interestingly enough, this is only the first time we're seeing him at the start of the second quarter, Joe.
Celada. Sakor. Ooh, tried the slam, but short. Here comes Cassin at the break. Prince Cassin will scoop it up and in. And that'll be the reason why the Wildcats will call a timeout, brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. And Del Norte Banana Republic doing a great job as we see that no-look pass, or rather circus pass, whatever you may call it, that was impressive. And of course, the likes of Eugene Toba, Prince Cassin doing wonders on the side of Del Norte Banana Republic.
It's always a luxury to have a guy like Prince Cassin coming off your bench, especially here just in the second quarter, immediately making an impact on both ends.
However, they're down by 2 against the Wildcats. Still a close game. Sat it outside. Thought about the 3. Will drop it. They almost lose it though. It's outside. Pascua for 3. That's no good. Rebound. Destacamento. Alano will attack Miller Jr. Great defense from Ray. But Del Norte gets it back. Cassin for 3. Kaboom!
Cassin not wasting any time. 5 points immediately here in the second quarter to bring his team back in the game.
Again, the Prince looking like a king, giving Del Norte a 1-point lead. But Miller Jr. step back. Corner jumper, no good.
That's not his game. That's not Ray Miller Jr.'s game, going one-on-one with the pull-up.
The lefty, Destacamento, no good on that 3. Miller Jr. handling the ball. High pickup, outside, Celada. No good. And Del Norte will turn the ball over once again on that break. Saret will fire. Kaboom!
I was about to say, the Wildcats were falling in love with a three-point shot. They missed a bunch, but Saret finally connecting with his third 3 of the game.
And that gives him a 2-point lead as Prince Cassin will miss a 3. And actually, the Wildcats only shot 28% from 3 during that leg number 1. Meanwhile, Saret, that's no good for him. Miller Jr. finding an opening.
That's a great tap by Errol Soriano, finding Miller off the offensive rebound.
Meanwhile, Eugene Toba has 2 points of his own.
What can you do if you're Soriano? He did everything right except be smaller than Eugene Toba.
And right now, it's a 2-point lead for the Wildcats. Both teams going back and forth. Pascua crossover against Cassin. Saret for 3. No good. Ingles has the basketball. Crossover. Will attack. What a move coming from Ingles.
James Ingles, they're just blowing by his defender. Simple crossover and smooth finger roll for 2.
We have a deadlock at 27. Saret. Inside pass, but there's a whistle. A couple of substitutions for both teams. Saddam Mundivila and Donald Tancoa enters. For the Wildcats, it's Jerome Ong entering for them.
That was a great job by Destacamento and Alano. holding down the fourth while Tangkua was out with 2 fouls. Now he's back in.
Ong. There's a call from our officials. That's going to be third team foul on the side of Del Norte in this chapter number 2.
Third team foul.
When it looked like the Wildcats had some momentum, their outside shooting suddenly has turned cold. They've shot a lot of threes here in the second quarter. They've only made one, care of Joshua Sarit.
And again, based from that leg number 1, they're not necessarily the best three-point shooting team. But this time, the ball is with Del Norte. And that's a traveling violation on Casin.
Got a little too excited there when he got the offensive rebound.
Still a deadlock at 27. Under 4 minutes remaining in our first half. One more foul to give only for Del Norte. Pascua. Ong has it. Trying to find his teammate. Soriano is up top. He will fire. Yes, sir! And with that, the Wildcats are up by 3. Del Norte calls a timeout, brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here, talking about the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. They won by 8 points against the Long Lions last game. They finished last place in leg number 1, so you know they're determined to make a difference.
No, now it's a matter of pride here for the Wildcats. Not only do they want to make the playoffs, but of course, you know, what stings is the memory of being the last place team in the first place. So they really want to come back and improve and show the world that they can compete here in the Asian tournament.
And that is indeed the goal for both teams. As Toba, tough shot, hook shot. Well, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. It's 2 points.
It's 2 points. That's what we'll call it. It's 2 points for Eugene Toba.
So that cuts the lead of the Wildcats to just 1. Celada finds Miller Jr. He fades away. Money for Ray Miller Jr.
Now that's his game, moving without the ball, knocking down those 15 to 18 footers there for Ray Miller.
It's back to a 3-point game. Tangkua backing down Soriano. The fadeaway, no good for Donald. But Toba gets it back. 2 more points for Eugene.
Oh, he's been absolutely unstoppable here in the first half. Talking about Eugene Toba, nobody can guard him from the Wildcats.
Celada, the pick from Ray Miller. Great execution, a basket earned 1.
Sometimes it's the most simple play that can be the most effective. We'll see it here. Easy ball screen, early slip by Ray Miller, great read. Easy deuce for the big guy.
And a chance to make it a double possession lead for the Wildcats. And he does. 3-point play completed by Ray Miller Jr.
This is interesting. I'm looking at the bench for the Wildcats. I see John Gabriel, who played so well in their last game, but we still have yet to see him play here in this game.
Meanwhile, no one was there to pick up James Inglis.
No, James Inglis, they call him Mr. Basic, and very basic cut to the basket for 2 points.
Celada will fire. Oh, cleaned the rim on its way down.
Again, Celada hitting his second 3 here. Big contributions off the bench for him.
Inglis will fire. Kaboom!
It's Mr. Basic. Nothing fancy, just a simple pull-up from 3. Reading the defender well, going under the ball screen.
And both teams shooting well from downtown. Meanwhile, Ray Miller, outside pass. Pascua attacks, another outside pass. Miller for 3. Won't fall, rebound Donald. James Inglis hit a 3 earlier, sends it to Eugene Toba. For 3, that's good!
Okay, Eugene. Okay, Eugene, show him the bag. Show him the bag, Mr. Toba.
Eugene Toba surprising everybody with that shot. Meanwhile, that's gonna be a miss. James Inglis. Eugene Toba, the slam!
Absolutely unstoppable Eugene Toba making his mark here in the first half.
Celada answering back with a triple.
Oh, it's been back and forth here in the last couple minutes for both these teams. Somebody has to get a stop.
Deadlock at 41. I mean, if you're a fan and watching, you know, it's good for you. But if
It's
you're
fun.
both teams, not necessarily the best situation you could be in. Meanwhile, what a pass from Saddam, but Donald Tanqua getting defended well by Ray Miller Jr. On the other side, Pasqua will complete the touchdown play.
That's a great pass, forward pass there for Pasqua.
12 seconds remaining. 2-point lead for the Wildcats. James Inglis against Ong. Crossover. Inglis outside. Toba for 3. And that'll end our first half. It's 43-41. It's only a 2-point lead for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. As we take a look at this move off the game. Of course, no other than this James Inglis finishing with English.
I like that, Cho.
Again, it's 43-41. Albayano Wildcats up by 2 as we'll return. And once again, this is the TAT Winter Tournament.
Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Third path required for the Guangzhou Long Lions against the Aces. Meanwhile, Wong will fire from deep.
And he's still asking.
At 9.
Vino, the rebound. Picked up by Aquino. Good hustle there by Caspi. 3-on-2. Basket won't count and a foul.
That's what you want whenever you have an advantage in position. You should score. 3-on-2 situation. Aquino.
Moving to number 8.
Alexander has the basketball. The reverse, no good for the X-Men. Bryce Jr. just putting it home.
Enough is enough.
At 7.
A couple of turnovers for both teams, and no one was there to pick up Bryce Jr.
Big throw down. Elliott just lobbed the ball over everybody.
Number 6.
Rebounded by Sarek. Touch pass. Miller slams it home.
That's where Miller could live inside that paint where I don't think anyone can match up to him.
But when he was with the East Sea Pirates.
At 5.
Battle for the rebound, taken away by Juan Madden. Oh, what a shot by Mactalio.
I didn't think he had the angle to go reverse on that play, but you can see he's showing the upper body strength.
Now we go to number 4.
Played in Thailand. Also, here in Asia. Oh, so many years already. Big shot from Mactalio from downtown to end the first period. If you will leave him wide open, he can score from
The number 3 spot.
the back cut. A gorgeous move by Patrick Aquino.
Get a spectacular layup on one end, but give up an easy two.
Number 2.
10, On the 24, we go outside. Reggie, short on the 3 attempt. 2-on-1. Oh, what a play there for the Banta Black Dragons.
We expect this from Banta Black. They're very entertaining the way they play basketball, especially out in the open court.
You know, this is a new team for the Banta Black Dragons. These are not the 5 players, except for James Lin, who played in the
And now the number 1 play of the day.
Cisse trying to provide the screen. Teodoro not using it. Using his right hand. He changed his shot in midair, beating the horn. Nice move there by Dese Teodoro. 13-27. Look at this.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Donna goes all the way for the layup. What a move by Donald Tankua.
Going coast to coast that time.
Scoring 7.
At 9.
Ryan Sual.
3-on-1.
Gimpayan, he drops it and will score.
It's the young guns.
Bam Lopez with a connection downstairs. Gimpayan with a good recognition. A total onslaught here for the
Moving to number 8.
That he can hit from range.
inside to Tyree.
A lot more energy on the side of the Black Bears. Everyone moving without the basketball. And Robinson.
At 7.
Papoy able to get to it. And he will wait for his teammates. Kenny Rogers. Oh, tough shot by Kenny Rogers.
Lost his balance and recovered. He saw the big man and said, I'm getting out of here.
You know, he's a lefty, so that is his comfort zone.
Number 6.
Too soon considering the scores right now, but let's see if they can tame the Lions. Sandy and Bill.
Who can tame the Lion Bill?
Spectacular slam dunk there. Two-handed flush by Jamar.
At 5.
X-Man Elliott Wong. And here we go, Kone! Momo 5!
He's gonna do whatever it takes to get a victory.
Now we go to number 4.
Third of the Philippines. Guzman,
nice.
great feed inside.
Jonathan Guzman working downstairs,
Yes.
fighting Jamar.
Jamar from
Behind the
weak
head
side,
pass. And he's talking to
The number 3 spot.
Mohammed. Brian missing outside. Oh, that's Michael De Leon. Oh, trying to be acrobatic. Nice move by Michael De Leon.
Too small gesture after the basket really does an effort guy for the Nickelham Lions.
Number 2.
Alvin Gayosa. Oh, and he lost it. And we can tie this ball game. Oh!
Alfred Gayoso did not pass the basketball, and Momo Kone makes them pay in transition. Pull up 3.
Momo, 3. And we'll
And now the number 1 play of the day.
are ahead here with 5:23 to go. Brandon Jamar!
His
Showing
head is
no
in the
respect for human life.
He has his head in the game, that's for sure.
That's the exploration he wants
Yes.
to show us.
He's exploring the skies.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day.
And at the half, it's 43-41, only a 2-point lead for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. And actually, both teams really shooting well, whether it's from three, whether it's inside the paint, whether it's in transition, you name it, everybody's making wonders, everybody's making noise for both Banana Republic and the Wildcats.
Oh, their offense has not been a problem for these teams. The Banana Republic shooting 46%, the Wildcats shooting 42%. You're looking at 3-point field goals. 5 makes for Banana Republic and 7 for the Wildcats. So far, so good offensively for both these teams. It's talking about the defense that's been lacking so far. We've seen a lot of runs from both these teams here in the first half, but whoever locks it down in that second half will probably win this game.
And that is the question we want to ask. Obviously, both teams doing well in offense, but the question is, what is the difference maker? What is the game changer for both the Banana Republic and the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats?
Or for the Banana Republic, it's going to be local support for Eugene Toba. Toba has 21 points, almost half of his team's production. On the other end, for the Wildcats, Ray Miller has 11, Joshua Saret has 9, but nobody else has really stepped up to take over for the scoring. Sakur had the great start, finished with 7 points. We see Ray Miller there, 11 points, 8 boards, getting the job done. But somebody else has to step up. Joshua Saret, 9 points, built off 3 3-point shots, but he went cold in that second quarter. So who else is going to step up for the Wildcats here?
And on the side of the Banana Republic, Toba Eugene doing wonders as well, already at 21 points at the half.
Oh, 21 points, and that's big. But the problem is the next guy up only has 7 points. That's James Ingles, who came off the bench late in that second quarter. So who's going to help out Eugene Toba here in the second half? Because he's not going to keep the space the whole game. 21 points is huge for him. But at this rate, he's going to get tired, and somebody else from the guys in white has to really step up and help Toba with the scoring.
And now we'll take a look on the team standings as of November 7, 2024 for Bracket A. It's the Black Bears leading the charge with an undefeated record 3-0. And followed by the Aces, Titans, Wildcats, and Banana Republic. And on Bracket B, it's the Dragons with a 3-0 record as well, followed by Tatak Gel, Long Lions, and the Nickelham Lions, both still no wins. So that is it for the standings. And for the tournament format, teams go through classification phase from both Bracket A and Bracket B. So top 2 teams from each bracket advance to the semis. And losers in the semis play for battle for third. And lastly, the winners play in the leg finals. Of course, it's only here in the Alonte Sports Arena.
And this is why this game is important for both these teams. They're 1 and 2. They want to get to 2 and 2, give themselves a chance to fight for that second spot into the semifinals. And so far in this grouping, we know the Aces are at 3 and 1. But still, there's a chance for both these teams. And especially if you're building momentum, you win this game, you're winning 2 straight. So, you never know what's going to happen here in the Asian tournament.
And it's no surprise because, again, talking about first the team that beat the Aces, the Leg 1 champs, the Macau Black Bears had an addition of the one and only Boogie Buckets, Scotty Ewing. So definitely that's going to be a harder challenge for the Aces. But then again, the Aces, as stacked as one team could get. They have the likes of Ricky Bryce Jr., Xavier Alexander, and the other guys, Kolchenko, Premac. So definitely, even though the other teams had an upgrade, the Aces, it's still the same Aces we all know, just Sam De Guarales. But you have another 7-2 center in Ricky Bryce Jr. But right now, we'll be continuing our second half. Again, it's 43-41. Only a 2-point lead by the Chichi Albayano Wildcats. And I agree. Local support will be the key for both teams. Again, the big guys, Miller Jr. for the Wildcats and Eugene Toba for the Del Norte Banana Republic. They're making noise. They're leading the charge. But the local guys will have to help them.
I'm talking about local guys. This is one guy, Prince Casid. He got 23 points in their last game. So now stepping up, he's got 7 off the bench.
So the Prince, again, looking to be a king to help his squad. Meanwhile, Celada to the other side. Saret back to Celada inside the key jumper. That's short, rebound by Donald. Alves running. Alves, the reverse, that's too deep for him.
Out of control there for Koy Alves. Could have gone up in front of the rim.
Celada, tough floater, that's no good. Sadamon de Villa. Toba Outside for 3. No good. Sakor gets the board. We have a dead talk at 43. A minute passing by in chapter number 3. Silada, one more try. Still no good. Rebound by Toba.
No, this is a huge lineup for the Wildcats. You have Sadet at the point guard. And then you have the 2 world imports in Sakura and Miller. And then John Gabriel is right there. So Miller's playing the 3. Celada playing the 2.
In and out for Celada. Meanwhile, on the other side, Toba will slam it home.
Toba Eugene with a chair.
That gives Banana Republic a 2-point lead. Let's take another look in this pass. Advanced pass from Alves to Eugene Toba.
Very nonchalant foul there by Adrian Celada.
And now we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Jess Constantino.
Joe and Mark, let's get to know more about Prince Cassian. The 26-year-old from Bicol started basketball when he's 7 years old, watching his father and his uncle. Prince, who grew up in Malabon, once dreamt to be a seaman to continue his father's dream. But since opportunities opened for him in basketball, he wasted no time to be with his first love. Just like any other basketball player, his goal is to make it at the highest level. Well, he's already playing here at the Asian tournament. This Prince is indeed growing into a king, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Jess. And, you know, I've been saying that the whole game. The Prince has indeed grown into a king, looking to be a king of the bananas in this game.
But not unless Ray Miller Jr. has something to say about that. Hits the 3 here.
Meanwhile, Cassian from the corner.
There you go. The Banana King stepping up for 3.
On the other side, though, Celada will score 2 more points.
Oh, offense really picking up here. Finally, Ray Miller gets a stop. It's been up and down, almost like an all-star game here.
And make that a 4-point lead for Del Norte, as it's only 1 team foul on the side of the Albayano Wildcats. Meanwhile, another 3-pointer coming from the Prince.
Oh, he's heating up. 8 points here in the 3rd.
Saret inside to Gabriel, high pass, Sakor. That's 2 more points for the Wildcats.
Suddenly, both these teams just forgot how to play defense.
But at least they're within each other. As on Devilla will fire for 3.
Up and down. Just transition offense all around here for the guys in white and the guys in black.
Sakor outside, Celada. Inside, intercepted by Eugene Toba.
A great help defense there by Mr. Toba, deflecting that pass from Celada.
And a timeout will be called by the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats, as this is brought to you by a G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here. Don't forget to tune into our games tomorrow. As usual, we'll be having 4 games. You can watch it live on the Asian Tournament YouTube channel and, of course, the Nudge Plus Facebook page. And that is day number 5 of our leg number 2 here in Biñan, only in the Alonte Sports Arena. Again, don't forget to tune in. Meanwhile, the Del Norte Banana Republic on Devilla. No good for him.
Finally, somebody misses a shot here. Just feels like this 3rd quarter has gone by quick.
That's John Gabriel first. A bucket of the game for him.
Immediate impact here from John Gabriel. Deep seal for 2. Ooh.
No good in that reverse from Alves. Possession will stay with Del Norte Banana Republic.
So far, no rest here for Eugene Toba or the Donald Tankwa.
15 to shoot. Outside, Toba. Thought about the 3. Will attack instead. What a move coming from Eugene Toba.
Eugene Toba looking like a guard here. Attacking, hitting those floaters. What more can't he do?
John Gabriel in and out on that shot, gets it back, puts one up, still not falling, but possession will stay with the Wildcats.
Well, that's a mismatch all day there. Prince Cassin on John Gabriel. Cassin has to do better in try to front here. I think Cassin should be better served defending Adrian Salada from the outside.
No good from Saret. Offensive board by Miller Jr. He fades away for three. Kaboom!
The most nonchalant release. And nobody going down on defense. Oh! Out of nowhere! Ray Miller.
Out of nowhere indeed, Ray Miller Jr. But Ondevilla unable to redeem himself.
Two boo-boos there for Ondevilla.
Meanwhile, John Gabriel converts.
After being quiet in the first half, here comes Gabriel with a vengeance. Oh, Alves stretching. Almost hitting the three-point play.
So that's 2 team fouls. Meanwhile, Ray Miller says no ID, no entry in the Lonte Sports Arena.
And the save as well.
2 free throws, Koy Alves.
2 free throws for Koy Alves. Make that 2 team fouls now for the Chichi Albayano Wildcats.
I was about to say soft touch here for the director, Koy Alvarez.
Second one on its way. That's good for Koy Alves. Here comes Sakor. Ray Miller Jr. for 3. Overcooked. Alves high pass on Devilla at the break. Fires for 3. Kaboom!
Absolutely no transition defense for the Wildcats. Easy three-point shot for Ondevilla. But again, the mismatch between Gabriel and Cassin. Gabriel just recognizing early seal, easy deuce, +1 for the big guy.
John Gabriel muscling his way. A chance to make it a 3-point play. Let's take another look. Big boy moves for the big boy, John Gabriel.
Cassin telling his coaching staff, Coach, it's a mismatch. That's what I'm not understanding from Del Norte. Why is Cassin defending 6'6" John Gabriel when Adrian Celada's right there? He plays on the outside.
On the Villa. They're trying to find an offense. Meanwhile, that's good for 3.
Was it offense you were looking for? Mr. Basics got you. James Inglis, just like that, 10 points. He's barely played, and he's only played less than 7 minutes.
Meanwhile, offensive foul called on John Gabriel.
You know, it's always a mystery for some players when they get called for fouls. It's like automatic, they don't agree with it. You see it again here on the replay. Right there, look at the hook. Ooh. The flying elbows.
Meanwhile, off the glass fadeaway from Koy Alves.
The director making it look smooth there. Direct Koy with the shot.
Celada short on that shot. Tanqua high pass, Alves. Outside, James Ingles for 3. Kaboom!
You talk about a microwave. James Ingles, 13 points in less than 8 minutes.
Saret unable to answer back. Great tap for Tanqua. Alves. Ingles for 3. No good. Ray Miller. Celada for 3. Bullseye!
Adrian Celada, 3.
It looks like we're getting a stretch of offense once again. Great job by Tankua running the lanes, but sorry miss.
On the other side, Sakor rises up and soft touch to the rim.
Almost a dunk, maybe?
Meanwhile, what a move coming from Donald Tanqua.
The Donald running the floor well.
Saret will fire, but that's no good.
Again, both of these teams just forgetting how to play defense for stretches here. You're seeing it again.
Ingles off the glass.
James Ingles.
Mr. Basic threading the defense there. Again, nobody running down on defense. Here comes Celada. Should have been an end one.
2 more points for the Wildcats, courtesy of Celada. Meanwhile, Koy sends it out. Ingles Off the glass, it's good. And a timeout will be called by the Chichi Albayano Wildcats, brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. We were looking for local support, and here comes James Inglis.
Oh, Mr. Basic just lighting it up here in the third. Hitting 3 after 3, and one even using the board. Mr. Inglis is now 16 points off the bench in little less than 10 minutes of playing time.
And that's the reason why the Banana Republic del Norte are up. Here goes the Wildcats. They're down by 12. As that is no good from Celada. John Gabriel still not falling. But a foul will be called on Gabriel. And possession will go to the side of Del Norte.
Holding foul on number 6, John Gabriel is second. And that is the 14th foul for Chichi Albayano's Wildcats.
No more fouls to give for the Wildcats.
Well, let's see if the Banana Republic can continue their momentum, riding the hot hands of Mr. Basic James Inglis.
On De Villa, dusting off his defenders. That's now a 14-point lead. Meanwhile, the fake. Oh, Eugene Toba, great defense.
What a recovery by Eugene Toba, not giving up on the play.
The possession will stay with the Wildcats. Gabriel outside. Miller Jr. for 3. No good. John Gabriel gets it back. The reverse is good.
This lineup by the Wildcats, they might be slower, but definitely bigger.
Oh, John Gabriel, basket and one from downtown.
Mr. Basic, nothing fancy about it. Tim Duncan-esque using the glass. The bank's still open here in Biñan. Even if it's nighttime, bad closeout by Ong, clipping the hands of Inglis. 4-point play.
Safe to say, 4-point play indeed. And it's now a big-time commanding lead for Del Norte. But on the other side, no good from Ong. They keep it alive. Celada. One more time for 3. Unable to answer back. Rebound by Toba. Eugene is running. Ingles. One more time. No good. Toba gets it back. Ingles. Another one. Yes, sir!
He's out of his mind. James Inglis just single-handedly blowing this game wide open.
Miller Jr. unable to answer back. Destacamento, great save. Basibas, that's good for 2.
Bad save there by King Destacamento. Straight into the hands of Reggie Boy Basibas for 2.
Eugene Toba sizing up Gabriel, finds Destacamento, free throw jumper. And off the lucky bounce, it's good.
Destacamento making up for that last boo-boo, hitting the jumper.
Under a minute remaining in chapter number 3. And Gabriel, that's 2 more points for the Wildcats. The director, the fake, no good. And Ondevilla will keep it alive. Ingles thought about the 3, puts one up, and it's good anyway.
It's the scoring masterclass here by James Ingles. 3s, 2s, floaters, you name it, he's got it in the bag.
Doesn't matter for him, but Celada will score inside a key jumper. 9 seconds remaining. Ingles, the ball is in his hands. He will fire.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Mr. Ingles.
What a game! And we end the third quarter with a score of 95-75. We take another look. James Ingles. Just smoke coming out of his fingertips. And Del Norte Banana Republic up by 20 as we return for the start of the fourth period. Once again, this is the Asian Tournament. Back to the action right here. This guy, James Ingles, 7 3-pointers so far in this game.
And a lot of those coming in the third quarter, single-handedly blowing the Wildcats away. What a huge third quarter for the Banana Republic. They scored. He's up to 30 here, and we're not done. The Banana Republic scored 54. If I'm doing my math correctly, Joe. They had 41 at the half. They're at 95 here to start the fourth. And doing the math, they scored 54 points in that third quarter. Oh my goodness.
Definitely, the reason they have a 20-point lead right now, and, we're talking about local support. And instead, he gave us, what? A local hero.
Mr. Basic. And remember, he only checked in late in that second quarter. He scored 7 points. So he had 23 in the third.
We still have one more quarter to go. And he's
still,
not yet
he's not yet
done. We were thinking the same thing.
32 for James Ingles.
Pascua, shot it for 3. That's no good. Meanwhile, Ondevilla has it. He will fire for 3 and joins in the splash party.
I mean, Saddam Ondevilla, if James Ingles didn't play out of his mind in that third quarter, Ondevilla was having a solid third quarter as well.
So everybody can join the splash party of Del Norte. Meanwhile, Pascua inside. And Reggie Boy just scoring.
Just enough arc there on that shot to get it over Eugene Toba.
Ondevilla crossover move. Oh, what a sequence coming from Saddam Ondevilla.
Saddam dropping the bomb here. Oh my goodness, this game is suddenly out of control for the Wildcats.
And it's all or nothing for the Wildcats. They will have to figure out something here as they continue to miss. Ingles has 32. What a pass. The recoil, the reverse.
The director, with Coy Alves with the layup. Great pass from James Ingles.
Meanwhile, Pascua set it for 3. Still not going in. As it looks like the Wildcats not invited to the splash party of Del Norte. Meanwhile, Ondevilla lost the handle. He gets it back. Destacamento, Eugene Toba has been fairly quiet but didn't need to make some noise. Sakor. Soft touch for the big guy.
Quiet night here for Sakor. 13 points, 8 boards because Mr. Ingles has been playing out of his mind. Ingles has 32 points in less than 12 minutes of game time.
Meanwhile, on the other side, another soft touch for Sakor.
From Carl Soriano.
On the other side, Ondevilla inside, Ingles. He's being swarmed. Destacamento for 3. Unable to join the splash party. But they're up by a bunch, so I don't think he needs to. Meanwhile, Pascua. And Reggie Boy Basibas, 2 more points. And timeout called right here by Del Norte. As that's brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here. And again, this guy, James Ingles, so far has 32 points, 7 out of 10 from the land of 3.
32 points in less than 12 minutes of playing time, Cho. That's crazy.
And if you're talking about efficiency, you know, that's definitely more than crazy. But you know what's crazy? That move coming from Ondevilla.
7 points for Mr. Ondevilla. He's already got 20 points and 9 assists.
Meanwhile, on the other side, able to answer back. Saddam Ondevilla will put one up, and he will score this time for Del Norte.
So it's his turn now. Mr. Ingles was done in the third. Sarit again, chucking up another 3. Finally, hits his 4th 3. He's now 4 of 14 from the outside.
And again, talking about the Chichi Albayano Wildcats. You know, not the best 3-point shooting team, but seems like they tried to use that weapon this game. Ingles. Still with him. The spin. No look pass. Toba. Basket and one.
Basket is good for Toba Eugene.
Eugene Toba, that's his 28th point. What a great pass. Nothing basic about that pass by James Ingles. Just baiting the defense and finding Eugene Toba.
Over 6 minutes remaining in chapter number 4. And Eugene Toba will shoot a bonus freebie, a chance to make it a 3-point play as Ray Miller Jr. enters the court. Over 6 minutes remaining. Donald Tankua entering the game as well, as that's no good from Joshua Sarit. Meanwhile, James Ingles will attack off the glass. 34 points for James.
For a guy that checked in with like 5 minutes left in that second quarter, this is crazy. That's the only way I can describe it. As we see the end one by Reggie Boy Basibas.
And again, the Wildcats offense isn't a problem, but they're not playing defense against the red hot Del Norte Banana Republic. That's why they're down by a bunch right here. Hopefully that'll be a case solved for the next 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Meanwhile, Prince, no good. They get it back, Ingles. Cassin, thought about the 3. Ingles has it. He fires one, rolls out of the rim. Pascua, high pass, intercepted, but it ends up with Reggie Boy Basibas for a touchdown.
Quietly, Basibas has had a solid game here, up to double digits. He's not done.
37 points for James Ingles. Meanwhile, Pascua will answer back. And again, as we've been saying, again and again, it's not the problem for the Wildcats talking about their offense, but the defense. Meanwhile, Cassian will miss that scoop up. Sarit will try from deep. No good. Possession will stay with the Wildcats.
Jerome coming in with Joshua's side.
116-94, a commanding lead for Banana Republic. Reggie Boy Basibas against Ingles. Overcooked it, rebound Tankwa. Prince Cassin behind the back pass. No good coming from Ingles, but he does have 37 points already. High pass though, Reggie Boy Basibas, that's 2 more points for the Wildcats.
Basibas is making hay here with about 4 minutes to go.
20-point lead. Cassin, no good. Rebound by Ong. Here they go. Pass to Basibas. He loses it. Ondevilla, unable to get it. Sakor will lose it, but they get back. Pascua attacks. Oh, what a fake coming from Pascua.
Still some guys going hard here from the Wildcats. Salute to these guys. Playing hard despite the score.
But again, that's the problem the whole game. The offense isn't really the problem. The defense has been almost non-existential for them. Ong to Zakor. He attacks baseline against Donald. But he loses the basketball. Rather, a foul will be called on Donald Tankwa.
Oh, the Donald trying to build the wall there to prevent Sakura from scoring.
But they have the luxury to let their opponents take the freebies. They're up by a bunch.
Still up, despite that miss.
Second one on its way for Sakura. And again, the Wildcats not the best free throw shooting team. But on the other side, Banana Republic shooting 10 out of 12 in their last game from the freebie line. That's good for 83%. Meanwhile, the Wildcats in transition. Great find, Reggie Boy Basibas once again. And the Wildcats actually were the last place in fast break points during that leg number 1. Right now, transition offense is their bread and butter. As Miller badly missing that 3.
An ugly miss there from Ray Miller Jr. No rhythm whatsoever here for the Wildcats, especially in that third quarter where the game got out of hand.
Abarkar thought about the 3, will attack instead. Crazy shot, picked up by Tankwa, and a foul will be called.
Oh, the Donald just staying active there, getting the offensive rebound.
But a timeout will be called right here by the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats, brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back to the action right here. 118 versus only 100. 18-point lead for Del Norte Banana Republic. And 37 points for that guy, James Ingles. And he's still playing, so that could be higher for the next 2 minutes and 43 seconds of our game. But at the line, it's the Donald Tankwa. First freebie is good. Second one on its way for Del Norte. They shot 54%, 20 out of 52 from 2-point range during their last game. And right now it's a 20-point lead for them, a very comfortable lead. As this time Soriano unable to score. Ingles getting the board. He's still playing, looks like he's not yet done. They will lose it though, and Tankwa getting fouled. It looks like 2 more freebies will come up for Donald Tankwa.
Number 22, rebound pass first. 13 foul.
Over 2 minutes remaining in chapter number 4. First one for Donald. And that's good for him. Second one on its way. No good. Here comes the Wildcats. We're nearing the 2-minute mark. Slowly but surely, Banana Republic seeing light at the end of the tunnel. As that'll be, hopefully this will be their win number 2 of our leg 2 of the Asian tournament. Over 2 minutes remaining.
Warning on the Norte.
Only one more foul to give for the Chichi Albayano Wildcats. And only 2 team fouls called on Del Norte.
I guess the only question remaining here is if James Ingles will get 40 points.
Technical foul is called
He's
on
one
Del
three-pointer
Norte,
away.
Banana Republic
He's been,
for a proper bench to
what,
cover the second
8 out of
intermission.
11? No, 9 out of 12
Technical free
from the
throw,
three-point
Raymond
range. So it's not
Pascual.
impossible. But this time, Basco at the line. Tactical freebie. Good for him.
It's also going to be tough picking player of the game here. Obviously, James Ingles has a leg up on everyone else because of that outburst. But guys like Eugene Tobas got 28 and 14 boards. You have Saddam Ondivilla, who had the 20-piece and had 10 assists. So, I mean, any you could name guys there and it'd be okay.
Meanwhile, Pascua makes that first freebie. And talking about the Del Norte Banana Republic, they're going to face after this game, tomorrow actually, the second game of the day, they're going to face the Macau Black Bears, who are undefeated in leg 2. So definitely, this will be a momentum boosting game for them as they'll go up to 2-2. Assuming they'll get the W. But right now, we enter the last 2 minutes of the game. Ingles, no good at that fadeaway. Looks like he wants 40.
He wants the 40-piece here. He's got 1 minute 50 to do it.
Meanwhile, the Chichi Albayano Wildcats, they have possession. And Socorro will find a way. But assuming they'll get the loss, they're going to fall to 1-3. And that's going to be second to the last place. Meanwhile, Donald Tankua basket and one for the big guy.
The Don has been silent the whole game, but making noise here in the fourth. And obviously, Del Norte is still going strong. They have both world imports in, James Ingles in. So there's no stopping that momentum.
Basket and one, and a three-point play opportunity completed. Meanwhile, Ong will attack. And sloppy offense just being showed here. And that time it's going to be an end one for Reggie Boy Basibas, who has been one lone bright spot during the past couple of minutes or so for the Wildcats. But obviously that's not enough as they've been buried with a 20-plus lead a while ago. And it was hard for them to come back. But it looks like they're continuing to fight, but they're just missing the threes. And Eugene Toba still wants all the smoke.
Too much smoke, leading to an offensive foul. Guys were wide open. Donald Tankua was asking for the ball. Look at him.
And that's how you know he wants it. But this time only over a minute remaining in our game. Actually, both teams, have that certain description that they have the talent, but it's not necessarily translating into Ws.
I mean, both teams have solid lineups. They have good world imports. Really just about, maintaining, and obviously for the Wildcats, they played well in that first half. They were leading by 2. But they forgot how to play defense.
Exactly. And the local support that we've been looking for during that halftime break was James Ingles. And on the side of the Wildcats, it was Reggie Boy Basibas, but during that time he had some basket. It was a little too late for them. They've already been buried with the big lead. Meanwhile, that's no good from De Vera. We have 15 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off, and I think they will just dribble this one out. Or maybe not. But nonetheless, win will belong to the Del Norte Banana Republic. 124 to 111. But wait a minute, there's going to be a foul before we end the game. But nonetheless, again, the win will belong to the Del Norte Banana Republic. We're just waiting for the final score as first one is good for Socorro. Two out of 2. And again, the win
That will do it for this game.
That'll do it for this game, 124 to 113.
Chichi Wildcats with a final score of 120.
That is it for this game. For the move of the game,
Norte,
it's this crossover coming from Ondevilla, just dusting off his defenders. Again, he may not have been the main local guy for this game, but you know what he can do. And if you need him at any given moment, he'll deliver. But that is it for our game, 124 to 113. Again, Del Norte climbing to a 2-2 record just before they face the Macau Black Bears tomorrow. Meanwhile, our player of the game, no other than this guy, James Inglis. Just showing some English, whether it's from the 3-point line, the 2-point line, you name it.
You name it, he had it. Mr. Basic was all over the team, especially in that big third quarter. James Inglis, much deservedly our player of the game.
Turn it over to Jess Constantino for our player of the game.
Hi, Choi and Mark. Of course, our best player of the game, none other than, as you guys mentioned, James, Mr. Basic Ingles. You have 37 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and an 8 out of 10 in the 3 points area. James, it seems that you woke up at the right side of the bed. We're very intrigued. Where did the motivation came from?
Yung motivation ko palagi is my family ko. Siyempre, sa kanila ako umuhugot ng lakas kada every game. Tsaka sinusunod ko lang din yung game plan ni Coach.
Are there any things that you have to improve for your next game?
Siguro yung depensa po namin, tsaka yung opensa siyempre. Yun po.
Thank you, James, and good luck on your next game. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jess. Once again, our player of the game tallying 37 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. That is James Ingles. But up next, our final game of the day, it'll be between the Titans Pilipinas going up against the Macau Black Bears. And once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan, Coach Mark Dandan, and Jess Constantino. And this is your TAT Winter Tournament.